All right, week 9. This week, I wanted to be a little bit more intentional with how I train. Not a huge jump in volume, as you'll see, but just seeing if the work from the last 8 weeks are showing up in how I feel, how I recover, and how I handle the training schedule. And obviously, it's hard with the holidays, but here we go. Let's go.
I'm struggling here.
I have to excuse the mess behind me.
It hurts so bad. I took off a little bit more hasty than I should have.
And I gotta tell you, I was hurting and I was going pretty slow.
Turns out they close at 8 today, and it is currently 7:55. Not gonna be able to get in tonight's swim.
A little more sore than I would have anticipated.
I didn't realize how much uphill there'd be.
Welcome to week 9. Today, I'm starting off with some hill sessions because I missed my hill session last week. It's 39 degrees out. Time to get it done. Let's start with the warm-up. Let's go.
Okay, if I'm being completely honest, I'm gonna cut my warm-up a little bit short because I don't have a whole lot of time until the sun sets. So I'm kind of ramping up my warm-up, getting my heart rate a little bit more elevated, and just pumping a little bit more blood through the legs. Now, the reason I actually didn't do my sprint session last week was because I started to get a pretty big calf pump in both my calves when I wasn't even working out. So they were pretty tight, and I didn't want to overdo it on them because I didn't want to come into this week with that same sensation of them being a little too pumped and too tight, too sore. Just wrapped up the warm-up. I just did a couple loops around the neighborhood. I'm gonna do a little bit of dynamic stretching.
I actually don't know what the grade of this hill is. I should probably figure that out. My workouts call for a 6 to 12% grade, but I mean, this has gotta be more. My wife thinks it's like 60 or something. I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get into this first round of sprints. Let's go. Just completed the first sprint. Legs felt really good. The lungs, not so much. Now I'm gonna cool down for 2 minutes, 10 seconds, and right back into it. Woo! That's round 2. I'm actually pretty slow today. A little bit harder, but that's okay. I mean, the legs feel great. It's just the lungs are giving me a bit of a problem today. And my watch keeps beeping at me, telling me my heart rate's too high on my recovery because it's still coming down. So that's fun. Okay, that's round 3, I think. Whew, I'm struggling here. I'm trying to do my best to breathe through my nose and not mouth breathe, but I'm like so much snot in there. It's so cold out. I have to like clear it if I want to breathe through my nose. Oh man. Okay, another sprint. Round 4, here we go. It hurts. It hurts so bad. I don't know. Something about today. These rest periods feel like they're going way faster than they usually do. Okay, we got one more round.
Next step, run 20 seconds. Heart rate zone 5.0.
Okay, it's already coming up. 6 seconds, okay. Just finished my last sprint. That was difficult. I highly recommend that you don't do what I did. Make sure you thoroughly warm up before you actually get into your sprints.
It is day 2 of week 9. Now, yesterday I finished up the sprint session, and I gotta tell you, I was hurting and I was going pretty slow. I don't know if that's because I didn't do a sprint session last week, and I only got in 4 sessions in total last week as well. And the previous weeks have just been so hectic, so I don't know if there's some sort of power decline or whatnot, but I just have to keep reminding myself that progress is not linear. It's like a line graph where you have some progress dips, and then more progress. But tonight I have my bike session, so I'm gonna get everything set up and ready for that and get into it. I've got about 45 minutes and a couple sprints in there, so we'll see how it goes. Let's go.
I'm like bam, bam, trying to catch a W, I'm trying to get blessed. No low key, I'm high key, I'm up next. No low key, I'm high key, I'm up next. When we get the trophy, it's a flex. No low key, I'm high key, I'm up next.
Okay, it is already Sunday and the family and I just got back from church, but today I have to cram in 2 sessions to kind of catch up on this week. So right now I'm gonna start getting ready for a run. Let's go.
God's time, I can't get distracted, I've been on assignment. Praising God with my dog. You know we vibing. Threw some crosses in my chains, we ain't hiding.
You'll also have to excuse the mess behind me. My wife and I painted some gingerbread ornaments, but got the shoes, got the gloves, glasses. It's time to knock out this run.
Okay, I've got 45 minutes of all zone 2 aerobic work. It is currently 31 degrees out. Let's just get it done. All right, let's go.
Beginning of the run here, we're starting off with about a 10:30 pace, sticking in that zone 2 to zone 3 cardio zone. See how it goes. Just finished mile 1 at a 10:02 pace. Feeling pretty good. The beginning of the run, I took off a little bit more hasty than I should have, which is pretty normal for me. But now I've kind of evened out, let the heart rate drop, let the legs open up. So we're kind of cruising. That's mile 2 at an 11:02 pacing. So I dropped a minute, but I ended up going a different direction on my run today, and I didn't realize how much uphill there'd be. And it's wearing me out. But I mean, look at this path, it's beautiful. So now that it's week 9, I really want to start paying attention to the details behind my workouts and see if the work is actually starting to show. So with today's run being an aerobic workout, I really want to take note of how my legs are feeling, how my breathing is, and just see if there's any overall improvement to signs of endurance. So with it being week 9, I'd say I'm still pretty tired, but it's a different kind of tired than, for instance, week 5 or week 6. You know, just a few weeks ago, midweek, I'd feel absolutely wrecked. But the type of tired that I'm experiencing now feels more like the work setting in. You know, the work setting into the legs, the muscles, the back from swimming. So I'd say the feeling is less of getting hit by a truck and more of the muscular fatigue starting to set in. Mile 3 done at an 11:29 pace. I think my pacing really took a hit on the hills, so that's definitely something I need to work on, but still feeling pretty good. Mile 4, sitting at a 10:44 pace. Pretty stoked I could bring it below 11. Whew. Okay, just wrapped up the run, finished the full 45 minutes, and completed 4.14 miles. That's the second run so far that I've been able to go 4 miles within 45 minutes. So definitely seeing a little bit of improvement there. Now it's time to get showered, washed up, relax, and then get ready for tonight's swim.
Okay, just wrapped up the run, hopped out of the shower. Now a couple stats on today's run. My total time was 45 minutes. Distance was 4.15 miles. Now what's really cool about that was my second 45-minute run that I've been able to complete just over 4 miles. So to see that my pacing has improved is really encouraging. My average pace was 10 minutes and 52 seconds per mile, and my average heart rate was 144 beats per minute. I've really tried to keep my heart rate under 150 beats per minute during my runs. Ideally, if I could get it even closer to that 140, that would be ideal. But again, I've kind of started from scratch, so pretty stoked on that to say the least. Now, it's not a massive workout, but it's the kind of workout that I can see if there's actual improvement in my aerobic capacity. In other words, it lets me see if my heart rate is lower during my runs or if my pace is more sustainable. And at this point in week 9, that's the stuff that I care about. I'm 3 workouts into week 9, and usually at this point is where things start falling apart for me during my training week. Work ramps up, family stuff comes in, and training gets squeezed. The difference now is I'm not trying to chase perfection. Right now, I'm focusing on just trying to stack the sessions and see if my progress is still moving forward. Anyways, it's time to hang out with the family, maybe get in a little bit of recovery with the Theragun, relax, eat some dinner, and then go do a pool session. So on Friday, Paris and I ended up signing up for a membership at the gym so she could do her workouts and then I have full access to the pool. But I just pulled up to the gym and it turns out they close at 8 today and it is currently 7:55. So yep, not gonna be able to get in tonight's swim, which is unfortunate, but that's okay. Tomorrow we'll try and crank out at least one more workout before I go into the next week. All right, well, this was fun. Got to go on a little drive. That was nice. Okay, I think it's time to head home. All right, it is Monday. I am currently heading into work. After yesterday's run, I am feeling pretty sore actually. A little more sore than I would have anticipated, but that's all right. Oh, camera's sliding all over the place. Feeling pretty sore, so today I think the plan is once I get off of work and back home, I might do a little bit of stretching, kind of open up the muscles a little bit, try and work out some of that soreness, and then go for tonight's swim. Today's goal with work is I'm gonna try and get as much work done as quick as possible, and then that way hopefully I can sneak out a little bit early and get my workout done earlier
in the afternoon versus having to go late at night to the gym. Personal preference, I actually enjoy getting my workouts done earlier in the day rather than doing them super late at night. Kind of the mid-morning is perfect time for me, but obviously can't really do that with work, so that's today's goal.
Jamin's got some new art. Nice.
How's it going?
Oh, okay.
Just now leaving work, and as you can see, it's still light out. It's only like maybe 1 p.m. I think. Got a meeting done, got a bunch of work done. So I've actually got a little bit more work to do when I get home, but I have my own little station where I'm a lot more efficient and can get a lot more work done without so many distractions. Right next door to the work studio, they have a bunch of construction going on, and then there's gonna be painting in the studio. So I don't wanna stick around for that and like get a headache from all the fumes. So I'm gonna go home, get some more work done there. Oh, and as you can see, it's snowing. Crazy. Okay. Also, just before I left work, I checked my Training Peaks app. My workout changed for today. So I was planning on doing a swim tonight, but my training plan says that tonight is a bike workout. So I'm not entirely sure which I would want to do because I don't think I can tackle both of them tonight. Part of me wants to do the bike just because it's easy, it's at home, I can just hop on the bike, get it done, not have to go anywhere. But the other part of me really wants to get in the water. I don't know, I'm gonna think about that. Kind of leaning more towards the swim just because I haven't hopped in the water this week, and it's also my worst skill, so I feel like I need a lot more work on that. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, it's about 4:30, just wrapped up with work for the day, and I'll tell you what, since I've only done now 3 workouts for the week, let me adjust this. It's really weird how sore I am considering I've only done 3 workouts now, and I'm still experiencing somewhat intense soreness, not too crazy, but just enough to take note of. Like my glute medius, kind of like that upper butt muscle, it's been sore for like the past week. Even when I'm like walking around running errands with Paris, it's just been kind of nagging at me. Right now I'm actually gonna work some of that out with the Theragun here. Also my quads are pretty sore, but that's to be expected from yesterday's run. Not too concerned about that. But also a quick little hack that I absolutely love. Now whether you have a Theragun like this one right here, or if you have a Hyperice, it's just another type of massage gun. I used to have one of those, really loved it. But regardless of which one you have, if you take the little pointy attachment and you take that to the bottom of your feet, it feels so good after a run. And that's kind of been my little hack, letting the feet relax and release post run. So anyways, I'm gonna get into it, see if I can get my butt loosened up before I hop into tonight's workout, which I think I might end up going with the bike route just because it is gonna be easier. Anyways, all right, it's time to get to work. Computer right here. I actually enjoy watching Ted Lasso when I'm on the bike. Kind of keeps my mind off the suffering for a little bit. I don't do that every time, but I think tonight is one of those nights. Let's get into it.
Still in my element, go ahead and tell a friend. I should be televised, headline and main event. Maybe that's for starters when we at the party. My middle name should be after party, yo. Last name, whoa, first name, wow. You ain't getting to it, I'm hanging up, don't wanna hang out. Wrong time, right place, baby, watch out. It's about to go down like a knockout. Got him like W-O and a W. Wow. We going.
Just wrapped up the bike session. I did a total of 1 hour with my average speed according to my tax flow was 11.4 miles per hour, so pretty slow. I don't know how well that would translate onto road. My average power, 97 watts. Average heart rate was at 126, so that's kind of where I want it. My max heart rate was 151, and my max wattage was 426 because I had a couple sprints in there. But overall, pretty good bike session, and the legs were feeling a little bit sore in the beginning, but they feel pretty good now. It's time to shower up. Looking back at week 9, I wouldn't say I had a breakthrough, but there are small signs. The runs feel a bit smoother, the heart rate's a little bit lower, even at some faster paces, and mentally, I don't feel like I'm starting over every single week. It's not fancy, it's not flashy, but it does feel like real fitness is starting to build. And I think that's pretty cool. All of this to say, if you're in your own training block, I encourage you to look for those small changes. Because if you're anything like me, things happen and life takes priority. So those small signs can be really easy to miss. But they're proof that the work and the sessions that you are completing is actually doing something. So if you're training, I just encourage you to look for those small signs and don't get hung up on the big goals. Because if you're putting in the work, those goals will happen. Anyways, if you want to follow me all the way to race day, make sure you hit the subscribe button, like this video, and stick around for week 10. Love you guys, God bless.
It hurts. It hurts so bad.